For thus says the one who is high and lifted up, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. Read with me. I dwell in a high and holy place, and with the oppressed and humble in spirit, to restore the spirit of the lowly and revive the hearts of the contrite. So hear me. The one who is high and lifted up dwells in a high and holy place with the oppressed and humble. So go back to James 1 now. Why? He dwells with them to lift them up, to pick them up. The brother in humble circumstances should exalt in his high position. His position with God. Are you hearing me? Oh, he tells them, Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2 and 3. Look at this. Understand it and have peace. Remember that these 40 years, the Lord your God led you all the way in the wilderness. Read. So that he might humble you and test you in order to know what was in your heart, whether or not you would keep his commandments. He humbled you, and in your hunger he gave you manna to eat, which neither you nor your fathers had known, so that you might understand that man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. So this is God's wisdom. Let me explain what we just read. The high and holy one, who dwells in the high and holy place, the lifted God, he comes down and pushes some people into lowly positions. Why? So that they will learn that it is not only eating and drinking that should direct your life, but every word which God speaks. What say you, Lord? Left? Okay. He teaches you to hear his voice. You must know that his voice is the source of life. It's his words that are spirit. It's his words, John 6:63, that are life. His words are spirit. His words are life. You must understand that, but you will not understand it when you're surrounded by all your needs supplied. Our brains don't work well when we have all we need. You don't understand. Too much electricity is bad. There's so many things you don't understand yet. Being able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want, all the time is not good. Being able to eat ice cream every day is not a good thing. It's not a matter of buying ice cream every day. It's being able to. Because some people, it doesn't matter how much, they will do what they can do. People love to maximize. And the Lord does not want you. So he helps you by making it. He makes your maximum 2 meals a day. 3. Okay, even if it's food. 3. No extra for frivolities. Most people you see in this world are in trouble are people who refuse the limits God put on them. God put a limit. He gave them enough to eat 3 meals a day. They insisted they must be eating pizza. In addition to that, I'll eat pizza too. I'm going to eat pizza. Nobody can stop me. No circumstances. God punish poverty. So this bros takes the money for 1 week feeding and buys pizza. When you see me say, things are not easy. We are just trusting the Lord. If the Lord answers you, say, which one? Which Lord? Because I gave you money for the week. I gave you a weekly allowance. You ate it at one sitting. When they tell you don't drive past everywhere, or when you drive, the Bible says clearly, keep your eyes straight before you. Would you have seen Pizza Hut? Would you have seen Cold Stone? Would you have seen whatever you saw if you had kept your eyes straight on the road? Was that place on the road? Is it not when you look left and looked right that you saw it? I've told you, scriptures are wonderful. Obey it. There's a situation in which that keke was going forward. It was not going sideways. You should have kept your eyes like this. Someone says, see. You say, what? Jesus is ever. I place the Lord before me. Don't pass through plaza. I know I was passing through plaza. The road is straight. You'll be looking. How much this one? If you looked straight, would you have asked? You would have passed straight. You would have gotten home. When you left where you were, you would have gotten home. Home. You would have been happy as you got there. What do we have tonight? I have Gary to sip with cold water. Thank God. Manna. A food your ancestors had not known. God put you through humble circumstances to see if you will obey him. Did you see it? We read it together. Show us again. Some did not see verse 2 well. God put you through humbling circumstances to see whether or not you would keep his commandments. It's training. It's proof. Let me see if you'll obey me. Let me see how you obey. Let me see if your obedience is a function of how happy you are. Let me see if you go back to stealing and lying because things are hard. Let me see. That's a major reason why he suffers you to hunger. He humbles you. It's a test. Listen, I've told you there are people that their difficulty is not a test. It is a harvest. There's a difference between a test and a harvest. And sometimes a harvest can be turned into a test. A harvest is you reaping things you planted. Example, the pizza you ate. Right now, there's no food. There's only this Gary. That's not really a test. You're reaping what you sowed. You ate 7 days food in one sitting because you wanted to look cool or you have slight schizophrenia. So the reality is that you have only 10,000 naira till God knows when. But your other personality tells you have 100,000. That's what makes it slightly schizophrenic. Because the bank, look at it. It's not that you didn't like maths. It's 4 zeros. How did your brain turn into 5? It's not that it's 5. You know it's not. But in your mind, you say, "What is it, Joe? It's the end of the year. What kind of nonsense? No. What kind of Christmas is this? Can God tell you to spend your last money and enjoy? Yes, He can. I know that one. I know God can say. But it's not people who have a habit of doing it. And the people that is God that led them, they don't get stranded. No, they don't get stranded. But when you're always stranded, you're giving the impression it's God. Which God? Too many people in this world, they think about nothing. They plant every wrong seed and hope for a good harvest. It is much better to plant good seeds, humble seeds. And one of the ways God teaches us that is by putting us into humble circumstances.